What's up guys, this is MechLord, variety game streamer of no renown, and occasional unboxer, streaming simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube, powered by Restream.io. Just doing a recap. I was originally planning on recapping and then playing some In Sound Mind Part 10, but some of my favorite streamers are currently streaming, so I took my sweet time setting up. Oh, it's just a cheap setup because all I'm going to do now is to recap using this browser right at the moment, and that's basically it. I didn't do this one, I think, last year. I think there was a section in one of my streams where I did. But yeah, basically at the end of last year I did the Gunpla building stream that nobody really wanted or asked for. Just I did something trying to do something different, but yep, as usual, nothing really worked, and it's basically the same thing for this year. Nothing really worked. In fact, it became a lot worse, except for the followers and the fake achievements, which I'll be showing later. That's why it's on the tabs right there. So let's start first with the Twitch recap. Let's leave the other stuff for last. I'll leave the YouTube videos for last, or maybe this one, I don't know. But we'll start off with the Twitch recap that's given to all users, regardless of whether you're streaming or not. You'll get something like this, and it's a bit intrusive every time you log on. At least for the browser, you'll have a pop-up below the screen where it points you here to this page. Even though if even though I've viewed it multiple times, it still reappears each and every time I log in, so it's kind of annoying. So one of those things that weren't really taken into consideration. There is no scene tag or flag implemented in the code, so yeah, it'll always appear, and I'm guessing for a limited time. So yeah, so we'll start off with the community tab. So there are 3 tabs: community, viewer, and streamer. So in the community, it's basically the entire Twitch population, so it's not really much to see here. Still using the same cheap emotes. This one is, I think, new. I don't know on which channel people actually use this one. But the rest are pretty generic and universal for Twitch. So if you're a user of Twitch, you've probably used one of these at least. Especially LOL. 21 billion hours watched, 223,000 categories, and then 49 billion chat messages sent. 789 million hours streamed, unique tags. Yeah, so Twitch, I think this was a recent update where we were able to create our own tags. I think originally, from what I recall, I wasn't really able to create my own tags at the start of my streaming career. So I think that was a new thing, and now we have our own custom tags all over the place. So even mistyping the category will treat it as a separate category from the same one you're pointing to, if you misspelled something. The year in tags. So these are the usual ones. Multiplayer. These are, I think, most of the followers that have been following me the past few months. The last 3 or 4 months that have been swapping follows with me. These are their focus, actually. Multiplayer, PVP. Something that's not really doesn't really make sense for me, but it makes sense for Twitch. So yeah, I've been clamoring about this for a while, and I really just want a new platform to transfer to, because Twitch doesn't make sense for me. As a viewer, it's fine. As a streamer, I'm not getting the views that I want, so my stream doesn't make sense for Twitch. Because I don't do the Battle Royale shits, and that's and I don't really understand why even the new streamers have more followers and viewers than me. Because it's like, you can treat it as like a dime. I forgot that term. But basically, you're all a lot in the stream and the content are almost all the same for all of these streamers, yet they have more viewers and followers. That's my real problem with Twitch and viewers in general. So yeah, I'm not the streamer that I was meant to be for Twitch, at least. I'm pretty still confident I can out content, out commentate anyone on Twitch. I'm betting right now. You can challenge me right now. I've been ranting all on my own lonesome. Nobody reacts, obviously, because nobody watches. That's the thing. But even without viewers, I talk way more than those with actual viewers. See? Yeah, that's the thing that doesn't really make sense. There are just too many multiplayer streamers. Then none of us, like me, and we don't get as much love unless you're a female gamer. So yeah. Variety game streaming for new guys like me is pretty much dead on Twitch. That's the biggest problem. Okay, moving on to viewership. This one is my viewer history on Twitch, because usually when I'm not streaming, I watch. It's basically what I do. I also play Tower Fantasy. Before that was Genshin, and if I'm not playing, I'm just watching streams as well. I do learn and incorporate the things I learn and watch from other streamers. Obviously, I make it better, or I mold it into my own style. But I do learn a few bits and pieces here and there, like for example, announcements on streams. That's a new... I don't really check the changelogs for Twitch, but you just notice it from other streams. So that's how you adapt. That's how I adapt. But nothing's really improved on my stream, so yeah, it's pretty much dead. I've watched 3,000, or even AFK. I think AFK Alt-Tab is still counted. 336 days watched, so that's almost a year, because a year is like 365. So yeah, I usually watch every day. It's like almost every day I watch Twitch. Is a thing, or YouTube, or anime. 1 million challenge points. If you don't know the add-on to auto-claim your points, then you won't be getting this much points. There are add-ons for browsers. There is none yet for the app as far as I know. So if you want to collect points automatically, you better equip some add-ons on your browser. I also chat quite a lot as well. I watch a lot of Retro Gaijin, but he doesn't stream as much, so there's that. I don't know why this is the top emote. I use other emotes. I use Kappa a lot, just to show that it's sarcasm when I comment. But for the rest, I think it's pretty accurate. This one I'm really not sure why LOL is a thing. But I do know that KEKW is banned in some streams. That's why I can't spam it as much. And it doesn't count as an emote on Twitch. They only count the official emotes on the subscriptions for the affiliates and partners, and the default ones. They don't count Better TTV, Franker Phases, and what's the other one? 7TV. So those are the 3 add-ons you can add to have more accurate and more fun emotes. I got gifted 71 subs. The pattern here is that whenever I sub, I receive gifted subs. I think it's part of the algorithm that if you sub, you have a higher chance of getting a random gifted sub from someone. I think it's a pattern I've noticed for this year and last year, I think. and hasn't really changed. I don't know where this one came from. Maybe I'm just a mod for myself. Wait, I'm going to... I forgot to fix up the moderation settings on YouTube, so the bots will have the opportunity to chat right now if I don't turn it on. Edit. Subscribers only. Okay, that should work. Okay, now moving on. I don't know where this is. Maybe my channel counts? I don't know on which channel I got modded. Maybe it's that other streamer that basically abandoned me. Maybe that's one. Yeah, these are my favorite channels that I watch. And also 39def. Lately it's been 39def also. And I dropped off Caleb Art a little bit because he was focusing more on Pokemon and Dark Souls and Elden Ring. And I don't watch Elden Ring because that would spoil my current playthrough. And Maximilian not as much as well because he's been doing pretty much the same content or the same games. Focusing too much on Street Fighter 6, and I'm not really that much fond of it, so I've already had enough information from him regarding that, so I didn't unfollow or anything, but I dropped my watch time significantly on his channel whenever he goes live. Retro Gaijin doesn't stream as much because he's been moving around a lot more and best stream, so yeah. Only Bakbasup has really been consistent with the streams, and I subscribed yesterday. FF7 was from Caleb Hart, Heart Gold and Soul Silver from Retro Gaijin's Ironmon runs. Also Caleb Hart and Retro Gaijin were doing some Ironmon runs earlier in the year. Dota 2 for obviously the international and some of the major events. Just chatting, don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I think for Max, I think he does just chatting at the start. But for the rest, not sure. But yeah, it's a very common category, like what I have right now on stream. Yeah, so these are the totals. Still don't know why LOL is a thing. But yeah, KEKW is banned for a lot for other channels. So I have 3,250 hours watched, 336 days watched, 1.43 million channel points, and 27.8k chat messages. I don't automate my chats. These are all handcrafted by yours truly. Then lastly, the most disappointing part. Me as a streamer, because I've been a big disappointment. Very few broadcasts, because yeah, you can count one broadcast for a day, so I only streamed for less than 2/3 of the year. I've had a lot of breaks in between. This one is funny. The viewership has watched 143 hours. 143. Only one clip was created. I don't know what CCV is, but I think it's viewership. When someone rated, probably. My average streamer view is still 1. That one stream with 6 viewers, Sag. This was also the year I got abandoned by the Air Nation community. There are still some streamers that are followers, which I respect because they adhere to the follow for follow swap. 13k channel points, 2k messages. I don't have subscribers. There are some bots here and there, so we can't really take this one seriously. I guess people watched a lot of Horizon Forbidden West, although it took me really long. These two games have a lot of parts in them, 20 plus each. Also Tower Fantasy. Lost Ark earlier in the year, which I scrapped and abandoned. I am in the top 1% of Horizon Forbidden West, because not everyone streamed this one when it came out. So there's that. Yeah, top categories. The emotes are really cheap, but you can use plugins to enhance your chatting experience. Just take note of that. What's the time? Oh, it's just 19 minutes. It's 11:37 p.m. my time. Okay, then some milestones. I guess we'll just leave the YouTube thing for last. This one is the first milestone of the year, which took place on June 9th. I reached 50 followers, but a lot of these are dead. I think at least half of this is dead accounts or inactive accounts now. So yeah, somewhere at least half of the 25 are Facebook friends and past our IRL friends, and they just followed for the sake of supporting the stream, but not the viewership. The viewership is what's most important, not the followers really. So yeah, I haven't really achieved that yet, or ever. Depends on what happens about that. And then the next one was just 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. And I just don't know how this one was quantified. Rising creators. But yeah, every time I stream, I have an applet that automatically posts on my Facebook page, my official MechLord Facebook page. So there's that. That's right here. And when we open this one, I have 44 likes and 51 followers. I think this one increased as well, so that's kind of good. And pretty much else is just automated stuff. If you haven't checked out my Facebook page, Twitter page is the same. Basically automates and generates a generic message here to retrieve the title and then post the links on where you can watch it, because I can't stream on Facebook directly without doing the RTMP thing or upgrading my Restream.io account, but that costs money. So yeah. So yeah, those are the only achievements for Facebook. Twitter doesn't have that kind of thing, or I haven't achieved anything on Twitter, so I'm gonna skip that one. And then here, just recap some of the games and content that I've streamed. Yeah, this is just a very short stream, and I'll just be jumping back on Twitch to watch my favorite streamers, or AFK, or play games while watching. I have 3 monitors, so the setup right now is I watch 2 streams while I play, or I watch those 2 streams, 1 for each monitor. On this 1 for each side monitor, I open Twitch for at least 2 channels, so I can watch 2 streamers simultaneously. If you're another affiliate or non-affiliate streamer and you watch, I will be obligated to watch your stream as well. But it depends on the time. If it matches my free time, then yes, I will be watching as well. And that's what I've done with Kiddo Squall, for example. He's an affiliate too. Pretty much everyone who's a follower, who's a follower and a streamer on my follower list are affiliates. So I'm the only one that's really a non-affiliate. Even though my content is more unique than all of them combined, not gonna lie. Except for maybe one. Maybe just one of them. And then the rest, I'm more unique than anyone. And I guess that's a problem for Twitch and for the viewership in general. When you're too unique, nobody would really... You won't have your niche community at all because you're too unique. I'm not going through to the path of Battle Royales. That's bullshit genre for me, for example. As a streamer, no, that's bullshit. I would rather play the Battle Royales than watch. That's why it doesn't make sense for me why people actually watch those on stream. Unless you're watching competitive. That one's fine. I watch competitive Dota. That's more fun to play than watch. Definitely. But for competitive, you learn. And it's actually hyped up plays. More complex, more sophisticated plays than we'll ever make as casuals. So if you're watching fellow casual streamers play the game, it's, I think, a complete waste of time for me. But hey, I'm not the viewership of Twitch. I'm not the target streamer or the viewer of Twitch, so whatever. Anyway, started the year with Genshin, I think. Because this one took place December, the Gunpla stream. Then still playing Genshin Impact and Kenna and Shantae, juggling these two games. I was only juggling 2 games then. I think it would be best if I did return to that kind of setup. Because playing 3 games takes forever to finish 1 game. Anyway, I don't know what happened here. I actually don't recall what it is that I got sick of, but whatever. I haven't really tested for COVID, so I don't really know if I ever got COVID. So yeah, multiple back-to-back Genshin Impact streams, and then the rest back and forth between Kenna and Shantae. There were also back-to-backs though for Kenna. I think this was because it's near the end. Then that's when the Pathless came out. Oh, no, not came out. That's when I started Pathless. I mean, I rarely start games on release day. I rarely stream the games on release day. I'm always behind. I'm usually behind. First day, I think Forbidden West is a first... Oh wait, no. Or is it? Don't remember if I streamed Forbidden West on the first day of global release. Don't remember. This time I think I'm juggling 3 games here. Shantae, The Pathless, and Lost in Random. Just juggling. And then that's when Lost Ark came out, I think February. So I abandoned Genshin for Lost Ark. It was a very short arc in my streaming and in my life because, you know, it took like 1 to 2 months and then I quit because the game's pretty boring. Not enough hotkeys, not enough skill slots. The game's pretty bland. Of course, I'm also lagging. C server, I don't think there's still a C server. So I was playing in the NA server, so there was significant lag. Couldn't stream it effectively as well because of the lag. If you watch those streams, I would always complain about the lag. Oh, I was still playing, so I still managed to reach Yaimiko and Shenhe. I think when I got Shenhe, that's the time I quit. Or yeah, until Yaimiko only. Okay. I think this was the last one. Yeah, this was the last Genshin Impact stream 10 months ago, around February. And on the same month, I started Horizon Forbidden West. Finished Shantae in February as well. Then yeah, started the Horizon Forbidden West playthrough. I think there's like 20 plus parts here. Lots of back-to-backs because it is a big game. Then, but still putting in some pathless. Having internet problems, or it could potentially be because of the browser. Sometimes the browser sucks up too much upload bitrate, and it caused the stream to lag because we're competing for the same upwards flow of data. Finished the pathless in March. Have the unboxing. These are the more popular ones because it's practical. YouTube I get. I think for at least for YouTube I really understand how they work. I mean, these are very practical stuff. Although my streams are scuffed and it could use more production value, but it's very significant, very relevant, and very practical to have these kinds of content to watch. I mean, I also watch like how-tos, some instructionals, some guides. So yeah. Then Elden Ring in March. It released in February, so this definitely was not first day release stream. Yeah, juggling, Elden Ring, and this one. Yeah, and I still hate the fact that some people sub and unsub or follow unfollow on the same day, week, or month. I mean, if you're going to commit, you have to stick it for the long term, or you have to wait. Don't impulsively follow, subscribe on a whim, and then just back out a few days later. That's not how it's supposed to work, so that's on you. That's on your character as a person. If you don't have any integrity, so please don't do it. Then moving on, juggling PS5 games. I'm playing both on PS5. I did a recap in April of my past games that although I did watch. This one I'm not gonna watch probably anything. But yeah, there was a power outage too, so that was also bullshit. I don't know if it'll apply in my new condo unit, but we'll see. Because I'm just leasing out this place. And then what else? More Elden Ring on Mom's death anniversary, April 21. Yeah, April 21, played to the moon. One playthrough, 5 hours. That's pretty significant. I'll have to be vigilant to spot any other long stream. Because I do recall doing a 6-hour stream before. Don't remember when. But this was 5 hours. Finished this game in one sitting. I think I lasted until 5 a.m. The game, I stopped streaming at 5 a.m. So yeah, it's pretty hectic and taxing on the body. Yeah, more Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden West. Sometimes debating viewers with titles that are unrelated to the game. This one is from Adventure Time. Oh, you can't see my cursor. That's also a thing. Should enable that if I can find it. Where is it? Capture cursor. Will it break? Oh, I think I broke the stream. I think you still cannot see. Okay, wait, now you can see. Okay, now the cursor is here. So yeah, this one, I took the title from Adventure Time. Don't report me on that. Yeah, sometimes it really is hard to come up with a good title. But yeah, I'm getting better at debating viewers with other titles, as you'll see eventually. Then I did an unboxing stream because this was an impulsive buy on my birthday. I bought one from a legit store and it was really expensive at the time. Then, like a week later, the 3080 got restocked, so I bought that one and then sold my 3070 at a cheaper price, so I lost some money there. So yeah, this, at least for 2023, try to be more practical with my money. I'll try doing some passive income. I did try last year with crypto, but I mean, tried last year up until this year, but then the crypto crash came and then I stopped caring about it. So yeah, need another source of passive income eventually. Then there were some gaming events where I did some reaction and analysis. This one came from a song, for example, so that's also a thing. This one was a bit scuffed stream because I actually don't remember why. I think the game itself has a problem. I was already using the 3080, but the stream and the PC were having a rough time keeping up and couldn't maintain 60 FPS. So I'll have to address that someday as well when I eventually start my Metro Exodus playthrough. Summer Game Fest. So yeah, starting with the unboxing somewhere. Where's the unboxing? Here. In March. This was also the year I upgraded my PC. Not at the same time, but parts by parts. For example, here I regret buying the 5600X. I should have bought at least the 6-core one. I'm gonna lie. Oh wait, no, the 8-core. I think I'm already at 6-core. Yeah. I should have bought an 8-core one. In the future, I'm going for more cores, because that's better for content creation. That's one thing I still regret, but I'm not willing to spend yet on until I head for the next upgrade. As much as possible, I would try not to upgrade anything next year, and maybe just focus on replacing if there is a broken piece or part. That's basically it. Like my mouse, it's still broken. It still works, but it's having issues already, and my micro switches never arrived. It's been almost 3 weeks since I ordered, so it's inexcusable for a local delivery. And I'm trying to get a refund, but the online platform refuses to give me a refund. So yeah, I'm having a problem with that one. For something that's cheap, like it's like $6 only. I'm trying to refund $6, man. I mean, come on, give it to me. You can just move on and never buy from that platform ever again, maybe. Yeah, so this year was also the upgrades on the PC, and then there were, I think I've been doing the game traders and reactions even before this year, so it's not that uncommon. First death anniversary was also pretty significant. 1 game sitting, 5 hours. What else? No one really bothered joining much here. It's basically my real-life friends. I've had more success last year on my birthday when I had this Jackbox session on stream. So maybe it would get discontinued this time around because the followers are increasing, but the viewership has remained the same or has become worse. So yeah, not really a good time for my stream. As a streamer, I'm a failure. Yeah, this one is also a mistake that I have learned the hard way through my wallet. Game trailers. More game trailers. Lots of... Okay, so yeah. Horizon has 35 streams. So yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Company Man is a fun game, short fun game that nobody watched as well. Stray was also pretty good. I mean, Stray is also pretty damn good. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. This is when... Oh yeah, also the case. So yeah, I've upgraded the processor. Sorry if I keep jumping topics. If you're bothered by that, please just chat. Because I do want some chatters. So I've upgraded the processor, motherboard, added extra RAM, upgraded GPU, upgraded PC case. So yeah, and power supply. I also upgraded the power supply. So yeah, that's basically everything. Yeah, I've upgraded the entire PC. So there's that. Oh yeah, and also a new monitor, right? This month I also bought this monitor. So yeah, I spent way too much on PC parts. So yeah, next year is definitely going to be more practicality on my part, more saving. And also, a few hours ago, I did simp on Lynn's new costume in Tower Fantasy. I spent almost 30 bucks. I topped up 30 bucks almost. Because the conversion is already different. It's hard to compute it. It's roughly 30. So yeah, that's also a thing. Anyways, back to here. Company Man, then the unboxing. This one didn't have as much views because it's a case and it's not a popular case either. I mean, it's also a mid-tower. For the casual user of a PC, it's way too big and way too expensive, so it's not as popular as these other ones, like GPU. So yeah, I've got 752 views on this one. So that's a thing. Very scuffed, but I did post some timestamps here, so it would help if you would click that instead, so you don't have to watch the entire 1 hour 40-minute stream. Oh yeah, this is where I also got the power supply. See? Right there. Okay, moving on to July? Stray. Stray came out, played it the first few days of its release. Played it through PS Plus, so I played it on PS5 as well. Good game, but not really anything groundbreaking or award-winning, but it still won awards, so there's that. So, cute fun game. Cute little fun game. Same as Company Man, but nobody really... But this one was released a year or two ago. Moving on... Yeah, more Stray, and then Elden Ring. It took me a long time to beat the Draconic Tree Sentinel, but the fight was really epic, so hope you guys enjoyed that. At least some of you guys did when you watched it. This one I scrapped because the roguelite aspect sucked. There was no roguelike. No, there was no roguelite. It was almost roguelike with a K. So I hated that. And the controls were kind of scuffed as well. And you have to retrieve the items all over again, and it's randomized. So yeah, I didn't really like the gameplay at all. Except for the fighting. But even the fighting was a bit too simple also as well for me. So yeah, there's that. So I scrapped that one. Also did voice mod. So there was attempts at doing other stuff. Streamed Tower Fantasy in August. Now that one I'm pretty sure I abandoned. Genshin Impact. When was the last Genshin Impact stream? Yeah, in February. Then I continued with Lost Ark. And eventually scrapped that as well. looks like here I have horns. It's funny. Real funny. What else? Yeah, just moving on to the more recent ones. Yeah, so I played not enough games. Because basically there are not enough streams, and the streams have been pretty short. For Horizon, I was still streaming for a significant chunk, but the average stream length was decreasing as time went on because of lack of viewership. Lack of viewership and support. That's why I've been streaming less, and I think it's going to continue that way until I quit eventually next year. I think next year is a good time to quit. Assuming that Blue Protocol comes. If Blue Protocol doesn't come, then I still have nothing better to do. So, and also going to try violin. That's the New Year's resolution. I'm going to try learning violin and streaming that one. Maybe I get viewers. But let's start first with learning how. Because it's not really a sure thing that I'll be able to learn and master the instrument. Not everyone has the propensity for it, for the proficiency. It needs a little bit of talent and dedication, so we have yet to see which one of those I have, really. And what else? Yeah, Tower Fantasy, streamed it a lot when it came out. Kinda addictive, but right now, no, not really. I think I've spent my last few dollars on the game for good, and then just waiting for Blue Protocol. I'll still play it because Blue Protocol still hasn't come, so still have more gameplay to play at least. I think this is also the year I started doing demos, at least one demo. I didn't push through with the Valkyrie game, the new Valkyrie game demo. Metal Hellsinger was pretty fun too. State of Plays, it's always going to be a thing, at least while I'm still streaming. Austin Random took a little bit of time as well. How many streams did I get to in Elden Ring before I stopped? Here, I think this was the last one. Because I'm still lost in Lane Bell. Like, I don't know where to go. So yeah, I think I stopped here for now. 3 months ago. And then we reached the part 2 months ago where I'm still playing the same games. Plague Tale, In Sound Mind, and The Devil in Me. I think Devil in Me was maybe yesterday or something. Or last month. Yeah, just a month ago. So yeah, it's taking a while. Doing other stuff as well. Game Awards, the unboxing. I have a new unboxing if you don't know. I have two new unboxings. So yeah, those also the keyboard, I forgot. So I also upgraded the keyboard. So yeah, pretty much the entire PC was upgraded. I did sell some. Like, I sold my PS4, sold my old PC parts to my friend. So not all of it was complete waste. I mean, I still got some money back from the upgrade, but yeah, it's still lost a ton of money. So yeah, I have to be more conservative next year. Then try out violin. Those are the two big things that are coming out, at least as a streamer. And hopefully something comes around. But I'll still focus on gaming because that's basically what I love to do. Just that nobody watches, so don't blame me if I don't stream as much, because without viewers, what's the point of streaming? There is no point. So I shouldn't even be streaming in the first place if no one watches, actually. So I'm just being persistent, just trying to persevere, but nothing's really come out of it, of streaming. It's actually gotten worse over the years, except for the follower count. Other than that, nope, not really. Right now I'm trying to improve the quality because I've noticed that 6000 kbps bitrate on stream isn't enough to actually reach 60 fps even on Twitch, I've noticed. Even though that's the recommended setting, that's why I upped it a bit to 7000 and hope that it's better, the quality is better on stream, at least for Twitch. For YouTube it's still going to be scuffed because that is not enough for YouTube. But for Twitch, I'm trying to gauge how much I can get away with the bitrate before it goes back screen. It did happen, I think this year or last year, where I tried to maximize the bitrate and it became the Twitch broadcasts turned into a black screen from that, from too much bitrate. Too much bits. Too many bits on the stream. So yeah, then ended up here. 2 days ago, streamed this one, Tower Fantasy. If you aren't aware yet, I just spent $30 a few hours ago and got me my bikini for my summer costume for Lyn, because I'm simping for Lyn. In Genshin Impact, it was Raiden Shogun, and Tower Fantasy, it's Lyn, my muse in my waifu, my true waifu in Tower Fantasy. Until there's Blue Protocol. So yeah, it's a Blue Protocol waiting game. Follow me. That'll determine my fate as a streamer. Whether it ends or not with Blue Protocol, we'll see. Has it been an hour yet? The taskbar is blocking. Please hide the taskbar. Why is it not hiding anymore? Wait a minute, there'll be some jittering. Yeah, so maybe it's just Windows 11 that's scuffed, because it's not hiding my taskbar anymore. So I can't see how long I've been streaming at the moment. Oh, it's almost an hour. So yeah, I'm pretty good at rambling. That's one thing I'm good at. Almost better than anyone on Twitch. Just rambling. Yes, I have a lot to ramble about. Like the fact of the viewership of other Battle Royale streamers. Those are the things. I have a lot to complain about. So yeah, that's pretty much 2022 in a nutshell. Lots of upgrades. Watch some game awards and trailers. Was that it? Very few games finished because of the lack of viewership. Some fake milestones on Facebook. That doesn't really count for anything, really. Just did it for... Just posted it for clicks, basically. These two. So yeah, I guess that's it. It's already midnight actually, so it's already 2023 my time, so it's Happy New Year to me. To everyone in the country. I have shut my windows so I don't hear the fireworks. And I have air conditioning on so that the smoke won't come in as much as possible, but it'll definitely come in one form or another. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Then the goals for next year: try to learn violin, spend less on PC parts because I've already upgraded most, if not all. Just need to repair the mice, and that's it really. And hope nothing breaks. I think most of my new PC parts are still warranty, so I don't have to buy anything else really. Yeah, and then skipped, jumped from one MMO to another. Genshin is not an MMO. It's like a fake MMO. So I skipped it. So it's not counted, really. Yeah, but Lost Ark and then Tower Fantasy and then eventually Blue Protocol. I think that's what's supposed to happen next year as well. And Diablo 4, looking forward to that as well. Maybe I'll try focusing more also on trying to develop more of an identity as a streamer, not just variety gaming, because obviously it's not working. Been streaming for the past 2 years and 8 months and nothing's really come out of it. 1 to 2 viewers still. Some Battle Royale streamers trading follows, but eventually some of them unfollow. And they don't watch. They never do. They find the stream, but nobody really bothers sticking around except for that one person, and then that person abandoned me for one of my comments. That's not really a jab at them. I mean, we all have problems with some of our choices in streaming, like the content that we show. Like, some of them are boring. That's why sometimes you have to flush a game. It does happen for every streamer. Not just for us unknown streamers. Even for the big shots. The world-renowned ones also flush games. So, it's a common thing. Kenna was also decent. Elden Ring, I don't know if I'm going to resume that anymore. I don't know. I have to figure out how to get out of Lanedale, then I could continue the Elden Ring playthrough. Thank you, my good man. It has been a while. Here, man. It's been a while since you posted, but I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Happy New Year for most of us in Southeast Asia. Asia in general. And not sure if it counts in Australia. They are a few hours ahead of us, so maybe it does also count for them as already 2023. I'm just here recapping. So there's nothing really much to see here. I'm just reflecting as well on what has happened, transpired last year, and what's supposed to happen this year. Yeah, the Jackbox thing isn't working as well, so I may have to scrap that eventually. The unboxings are getting good views, and that's a good way to continue doing that. But I only do that when I buy stuff. If I don't buy stuff, then I don't stream. I don't stream unboxing. So that's the thing. And if I haven't seen, I have 2 unboxings recently. 3 weeks ago was this monitor, and then this one, the MMK2, the keyboard I'm using right now. The only complaint I have about this keyboard is that the number keys above the letters are too far from my fingers when I play. It's not intuitive for gaming. Like, you have to let go of your position to reach the one button, the one key. I can't reach it without letting go of the other, usually the WASD. So yeah, that's the problem with this keyboard. Other than that, it's good. And it's also modifiable, but I think it's just for the keys, not the positioning of the keys. So that's a thing. So yeah, still playing the same 3 games for the past 2 months. I think that'll change in January. Eventually one of these games will end. In Plague Tale, I think I haven't reached 50%, so that'll still take a while. Also this one. So the only real game that's close to finishing is this one, In Sound Mind, which I'll be doing either on Monday or Tuesday. But Tuesday is the resumption of work, so I may be too bummed or busy from that, because there were some private messages to my work account, so I may have to render some overtime. Don't know. I still don't know because I haven't read it. As my principle in life, I don't do work when I'm on vacation, supposedly. It's only when the manager, my boss, contacts me, that's the only time I would really. But he hasn't contacted me, so I'm assuming it's not that urgent, but we'll see if I still have to render overtime this week. I hope not, but if I do, then that would affect the stream frequency more. Much more than now. And lately, for the past few days, it's just been more of playing with friends. That's the reason why I haven't been streaming as much lately. Before that, it was more of depression because nobody watches the stream. But for this December, it's more of playing with friends. So that gets my spirits up a little bit, but not as a streamer, just a person in general. For streaming, would really appreciate views more than anything else. Even if you don't follow, viewership is the best way to support the streamer. Even if it's just lurking. I think lurking also counts, so if you're just alt-tabbed, that's also fine as well. And if you're a streamer, then you would also have to, you can trade follows and views with me. Just have to coordinate it a little bit. But I can't do the raid type setup like with the Air Nation community because I don't have enough viewers. And I don't follow a schedule. I refuse to follow their schedule because I'm having a hard time maintaining a good schedule on stream as well. So yeah, it's going to ruin the train schedule for them. That's why I didn't participate in that. And eventually they abandoned me. So yeah, if I have to sum up the year, it would be more, well, three words. Unboxing, upgrades for PC, and being abandoned by a lot of streamers who previously supported but eventually abandoned me. So yeah, as a streamer, 2022 is a bust, to be honest. Spent way more, invested way more in streaming, but nothing really came about from it. It's supposed to be more viewers, but it didn't really pan out. So yeah, this year it's more about reflecting if I'm going to quit streaming. As much as I have talent in streaming, it doesn't really mean anything if nobody watches. So as much as I brag or believe I'm that good of a streamer, the viewership counts, the views count, and I don't have viewers, so yeah. Streaming's pretty much dead. Hopefully a competitor arrives this year. And I would really appreciate it if a competitor for Twitch appears, and then I would try switching over to that platform because Twitch isn't working for me. For YouTube it's fine because it's like a repository for my streams, so even if I die, you'd have something to watch on my streams or my channel. So this YouTube is pretty much my legacy in the world if I die early or at all. So yeah, this is my legacy. So for Twitch, it's a good way to try moving on to a different platform. I hope something comes up for 2023, a new competitor, a new rival for Twitch. I would migrate in a heartbeat because Twitch is dead for me as a streamer. It's dead. Like, I'm not getting any more. I'm just getting follower swaps from Battle Royale streamers that are more popular than me. I've recalled the figure of speech or expression that I was searching for. They're a dime a dozen. Basically, all Battle Royale streamers that I've been following are a dime a dozen. So that's what I don't get about how they have more viewers than me. That's basically it. That's why Twitch doesn't make sense for me as a streamer. It doesn't really make sense. This is the kind of content you should be watching, but nobody watches. People rather watch Fortnite, Call of Duty, even though you can just play it. Those are very low spec games, maybe except for Call of Duty. The other games are pretty low spec. You can play it on any potato PC. So if you're going to watch PvP games, you better watch the competitive high-ranking ones. Why would you watch the casuals? For me, that's boring as fuck. Just a hot take for me. It's boring as fuck. So yeah, Twitch isn't for me. I mean, I have streamers that I watch, but as a streamer, it doesn't really make sense. So I hope that a competitor, a Twitch rival arrives next year, this year. I really hope some rival arrives, so I'll be jumping ship. YouTube will stick around, because this is where I upload my stuff. But for Twitch, it's pretty much dead. I'm just waiting for a new, either waiting for Blue Protocol or a new rival platform. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. Abandoned, upgraded, unboxed. Those are pretty much the summary of 2022 for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, except for the ranting. Obviously, the other bigger streamers that watch this VOD will be insulted. So if I do see some unfollows, I'll be unfollowing back, by the way. So if you unfollow me, I'll unfollow back as well, because the agreement is we swap follows. So if you unfollow, I will unfollow back. Even though I'm pretty much fine if you don't watch, because I've already accepted that fate for my stream. That's pretty much dead. So if you're going to unfollow, I will be unfollowing back the same day. Unless I have a broken PC. Knock on wood. Hope it does not happen. But yeah. Hope nobody gets offended by that. It just really doesn't make sense for me. But yeah, a lot of things in the world doesn't make sense, but it just works. And unfortunately, my streams don't work. Both on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah. This year could be the time I quit streaming altogether. Who knows, really. This could be the good time to quit. But we'll still see. I'm still don't have any other plans, basically. But I don't have any other things to focus on. Might as well continue streaming. So you can have that consolation that as long as I don't have anything else to bother myself with, then I'll continue streaming. I think first things first, I'll try with the violin. Try to form some new identity for the stream. I have a violin I bought last year, in December 2021. It's just that I haven't really... learning it by myself sucks. Like, I can't really absorb anything and I can't focus without a real instructor. So I really need official classroom setting for it, or studio, because it's instrument, it's not. But I also need some education on music theory as well, because I can't read notes. I've read a bit, but yeah, it's not really sticking for me. But if it's a requirement and they don't teach it, it's going to be a rough time for me to learn it on my own. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm really lazy now. I mean, even on stream, I'm lazy. Anyways, that's it for me. Been streaming for more than an hour, and I've already done the recap. Hope nobody gets insulted by my complaints about Battle Royale streamers. But yeah, you're more successful, so just ignore me. You don't really need to take it to heart. You're more successful, and I'm not. So that'll always be something for me to always be haunted by. That'll always be a scar in my life, that I never really succeeded at streaming. So yeah, You don't really need to push me down anymore because I'm already down. You don't have to push me anymore. The streaming is pretty much dead on Twitch, sadly. Anyway, before I go into full depression, might as well end the stream here. So thank you for those watching the VODs. If you're insulted by my comments, then feel free to unfollow, and I will be unfollowing back on your stream. Just note that. If you're a new streamer, seeing my stream for the first time, yes, I am swapping follows and views. But for viewership, it depends on the schedule and depends on your content. If it's a Battle Royale thing, then it's going to be an alt-tab thing for me. Just so you know. I'm definitely going to alt-tab that. If it's a Battle Royale, any PVP game, and you're not a high ranker, and it's a game I don't care about, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that, but I'll keep the stream open. I'll keep your stream open if you keep your stream open on mine. That's the swap. And for those of you guys regular viewers, please watch the stream first. Then follow me on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and follow me on Facebook and Twitter, join my Discord server, accepting donations via GCash, BPI, PayPal. All of the links are found at allmylinks.com/mechlord or below the live streams you're watching from, or by generating the links on Twitch chat by typing in !donate or !follow. See anyone live next time until I eventually quit as a failure of a streamer. And hope this year is different. I hope it really does, because if it remains the same, yeah, I'm going to quit streaming altogether. I am good at it, I think so, but without viewers, then the results speak for itself. So yeah, if I'm a failure of a streamer, then yeah, might as well quit. Because I've tried a lot of things, not really worked. Hope this year is different. Let's put it on a high note. Hope high on copium that something is better. Like Blue Protocol, Diablo 4, more viewers. Earned rival platform. So those 4 things, any one of those things is fine for me. And I'll be happier than this year. And hopefully no more heavier debt to pay, because I am paying a lot of debt. That's not mine in real life. So I have a lot of problems, more problems than the regular person. So you can't diss me about that. I have a lot of good reasons to be depressed. But streaming will continue for now. And hope this year is different. And hope also that there is no overtime this week. I hope to God there is no overtime at work. Please. I'm still on vacation mode. Yeah, this song takes a while. It's 15 minutes, I think. So I'll just leave it to that. Just more hopium for better things to come. And hope you guys have a wonderful new year, because my year's pretty much sucks. This year and next. Oh, last year and this year. Not really a good outlook. Just a lot of hopium. So at least for you guys, hope it's great. And going to continue streaming for now until something better comes along. In sound mind on the next stream, probably. Not sure if it's Monday though. Could be a Tuesday thing. More viewers, more frequency, and longer streams. That much I can promise you as well. But yeah, no viewers. Then I'm just going to be really lazy with streaming as well. That's just a sad reality I live in right now. Happy New Year for you guys. I am depressed as well.